good morning, and welcome to Sunrise at Sea. If you just joined us, you are right in time for our views this morning. And what we usually do here on our views is we get to discuss different topics and our different perspectives towards this topic. But this week it's Christmas at Sea, so everything Christmas because we are on a countdown. Christmas is on Saturday. I am your host Sandra Cope, but I am joined by my usual suspects, the ladies here in studio. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, Sandra.
How are you loving your gowns? I'm loving mine so much.
Yes, people are wondering why we're hiding you. You had not yet appeared.
Well, here I am, and I'm in red because Santa wears red.
So you're going to be giving out gifts?
Those gifts, right?
Okay, we'll talk about that later. Well, you can get these gowns and everything at Kushona Designs, and they are on Namirembe Road plus Zai Plaza. So if you want to get yourself something to look good this Christmas, you can go there. If you're getting married, if you want that changing dress, even men's suits, they have stuff like that. So you better head down there and get yourself something nice, just like we
Also,
did.
if you want to gift your bear and booze and what, and you're looking for something to get, you could, look no further. Now you know.
Well, today we'll be talking about gifting. Like I said, it's everything Christmas. It's Christmas at Sea. So we are talking about gifting.
Yes.
Yeah. So I would like to ask you, what is your gifting tradition? Do you have one? Go on to our social media pages at CTV Uganda, and don't forget to use the hashtag CTV Sunrise. Tell us your gifting traditions. Do you have any? Ladies, do you have any gifting traditions?
So let's say a stat. She loves Christmas so much.
Yes, I do.
So much. So you tell us, what's your gifting?
It depends on if I have money. But when I do, I like to just buy things that I know somebody's going to like. I'm a very sentimental person, so I just don't pick gifts. Say, for instance, I know that my dear Shivan here she loves blazers or loves jackets, leather jackets. So I would get her something like that. You understand? So for me, my gifting tradition, sometimes I even start planning in advance, not just in December. I start like in November, and I'm thinking, I'm going to get this person this, I'm going to get this person this, I'm going to get this person this. Yes.
Well, when it comes to gifting, I don't really. The few times I've actually celebrated Christmas, I love food. I love food so much. So most times when I'm actually going somewhere, I carry a plate of food, that I've actually cooked, or a cake, because at the end of the day, it's usually a big family, know, and you can't really be buying for everyone. So food is there.
That's why you start planning in November.
No. With all the relatives you have, you can't really plan for everyone. 50, 100 people.
That's true.
So food. With me, if I'm coming to your house, I'm going to bring you food.
And it works. Shiva?
Well, mine, first of all, I love gifts. My love language is gifts. The way to my heart is through gifts. I really love to be gifted, but also I love to gift others. I always go out of my way to gift, and most times I don't even wait for Christmas. I can just be there and gift you, and it doesn't have to be something expensive. I could be walking and see a beautiful rose, and I'll bring it to you this morning and say, Sarah, Merry Christmas. That is a gift. But in my family and the culture that we have grown up, gifting is definitely very important. However, it's very necessary to know that the gift that you're getting for someone, they're actually going to use it. I don't like the fact that people get certain gifts and you're not even going to use them. Like, you're just going to keep it there and that is it. Like, are you going to use the gift? Is it for a particular use? So I think also those are some of the things that, but generally I love gifts.
I would say for me, I used to gift. I had a gifting tradition. But as the years went by, I stopped. Why? I just got too busy with the kids. I mean, when it's during Christmas, I have to run around looking, like shopping for them. Yes, and then I have to think of the home, if I'm going to cook, even when I'm going to my mother-in-law's, I have to carry something. That's how we usually do it, so that we don't give my mother-in-law pressure. So we all go with something, and my sisters-in-law. So I'm thinking about that. What am I going to cook? I'm doing shopping for the kids. And then even during Christmas itself, because they're like Irish twins, almost the same age. they are a handful. So
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? It's always my husband. I tell him, you decide what you're going to get them for gifts. Like for me, by that time, I'm done. Like I'm
it's a lot
tired.
of work,
You see,
know?
Christmas is not just a one-day event. You start planning in November. I love Christmas so much. I love Christmas trees. I love the lights. I love the whole family coming together and everybody's in Christmas clothes and everybody's having a good time. You know, when I was younger, we always had like a dance off. So, and our parents would like reward like the best dancers with money. So we would be practicing all year, because I'm going to beat you in the dance off. It was like a whole thing. So I love Christmas. Unfortunately for me now, I'm not going to be with my family. My family traveled, but I have to stay behind and work.
Yeah.
But Christmas for me is a big thing. I start planning in November.
Wow.
Yeah, get your checklist and you start planning in
It is a
November. This is
big
what I want to do. You know, start, you know, allocating the money, you know, get the resources, get everything together.
Very
So
true.
don't start, you should have started in November, not today.
Well, let's look at gifting etiquette.
Yeah.
And let's look at the key takeaways of gifting. Everyone has their own rules for giving gifts, but a little common sense goes a long way. That's
Absolutely.
one. And every situation is different, so keep in mind what is appropriate for, say, a co-worker at the office, in-laws, or a host at a dinner party. Plus, try to be culturally aware as well as aware of the situation, and always show your gratitude when receiving a gift, even if you don't like it. And the bottom line is what we give as gifts and how we receive them says a lot about us as individuals. It is inevitable that there will be an awkward moment during the holiday season. Oh yes, that's
Yes.
inevitable. But most people understand the experience. Bear in mind that many people simply give gifts to show appreciation, and a simple thank you in return is all that is required.
Yes.
So yeah, like there's gifting etiquette. You don't
Yeah.
want like to
Co-workers.
give co-workers or give your mother-in-law lingerie, you know.
God.
That would be awkward.
You have literally taken the words out of my mouth. So I had this Christmas party at my former workplace, and you will not believe what my coworker gifted me, because we had Secret Santa. And in my head, I'm like, why are you gifting me inner garments? You're not supposed to gift me that. Well, that's the thing. You have to know who you're gifting, what kind of person they are, because there's certain things you just cannot give to someone, especially if you're a coworker or if you're a friend or even if they're in-laws. And especially when it comes to in-laws, it's even more tricky, because you do not want to give your in-laws maybe a bottle of wine if they don't take alcohol, you know. You do not want to probably bring, let's say if your in-laws are probably Muslims, you may not want to bring pork. So
Yeah.
these are some of the things that you have to put into consideration.
Yeah,
You don't just up and go a gift and because it's a gift. And
This is the thing about gifting. People should learn to be intentional about the things that they're giving. For instance, if you want to gift somebody, how about you pay attention to that person and see what they like, what they're into. And many times, for me, I have a problem with friends. They do not upgrade the information they have on me.
their
Like,
biography.
now they know.
Exactly. Like what I liked even yesterday is not what I like today. So if you are not the kind of person who pays attention, you know, who is actually keen on paying attention as to what people like, how about you just ask, what would you like for Christmas? You know? Ask them.
It's actually,
Yeah.
it
Just
takes a lot of
ask, yes.
time.
It saves you a lot of time. Just say, what do you want for Christmas? I'm thinking of getting you shoes.
But
Do
also
you
when
want
you
shoes?
ask-
No, I want a what?
But also the issue is that when you're asked, when you're also responding, do not overly hype. Because they might ask you, what do you want for Christmas? And you say, I want a car.
Yes,
But
I
you
want
ask
a
me.
car.
Then the person should ask, what do you want for Christmas within this budget?
Yes. That's
Within this budget. Because if you ask Sarah, what do you want for Christmas? And you leave it plainly out there, you will be shocked.
Take me to Dubai.
Well, ladies, let's look at the funniest, the best, and the worst Christmas gifts people have ever received. And looking here, as I'm 24 and still living with my parents, this is what I got for Christmas.
Girl, bye. Time to move on.
Get out.
And then my neighbor brought us a plate of Christmas cookies. After eating the whole plate, we found this on the bottom. Not for food use. Article may poison food for
What?
decorative purposes only.
Oh my God.
Like, why?
Serial killer.
And then my friend got an Apple Watch for Christmas from his wife. I think I should do this for my husband.
I think he wanted the apple, the what?
Yes.
You see, as funny as it looks, it's actually very
Creative.
Yeah, it's very
thoughtful,
creative.
you
I
know?
like it. If someone gifted me that, I would actually like.
I
Oh
still
my
know you
gosh,
want
I
an
would
Apple
be
Watch,
livid.
but for now you
since
can.
I cannot afford an Apple Watch, let me put the real Apple in there. At least you'll eat it.
No.
No, I would be livid.
No.
Anyways, moving on. My mother gave everyone a box of chocolates for Christmas one year, except for one of my sisters, whom she gave a giant jar of weight loss tablets. She meant well, but it didn't go down too well with my sister.
That's the
Yes.
thing. person that you're gifting may not get the joke because it might hurt their feelings.
But this
I
is
could give you
cruel.
a tummy trainer as a gift, and you may not get the joke. You might be assaulted, and you're like, "Oh, so you're trying to tell me I have a big tummy?"
But that's what you're saying.
Yes, that's exactly what you're saying.
Literally.
No. That's a no-no. When I was in my 40s, I had a boyfriend that gave me a blank videotape.
What to do? What?
A black.
A blank videotape.
Yes, there's nothing on
Girl,
it.
tape
There's
yourself.
nothing to watch. And for a Secret Santa, I received a stone, an S-T-O-N-E. Like this one had no time.
As in a stone.
A stone.
Stone.
Oguyi.
But
Wait, it depends what kind of
it-
stone, you
exactly,
know.
depends
Was it
what
a-
kind of stone it is.
I'm not thinking from her tone here that it was a
the mere
precious
fact that
stone.
She emphasized it.
I think it was a
stone.
rock.
These rocks, like normal stones, omuyinja,
No,
oguyinja.
I think it was a nice stone. But
must
I
have
think
been a
she
nice
didn't
stone, but
expect
yeah.
a stone, you know. But I think it's one of those few stones.
No.
The ones that look like perhaps like
Yes,
crystals or
marble,
whatnot.
marble.
I don't think that's what she meant. Why would she exaggerate as in ST on and an exclamation mark?
Because
Maybe
maybe what
she-
she expected.
Exactly. Or maybe she didn't understand the gift.
That's the thing. You also need to get a gift that the other person understands. You might get me, for example,
What?
a blender, and I don't understand its use. I'm just saying, like, not everyone understands these things. So it's important that when you're picking out a gift, even the person you're giving to probably knows how to use it as well.
Yes.
They don't.
But I need to ask you guys something, and I am very, very guilty of this. Do you guys regift?
No.
Re-gift.
Like
Yes.
when somebody gives you
No.
something and you don't like it
No.
and then you give it to somebody else.
No.
No, I don't.
I
You
don't-
do? Sandra, you
I
do?
feel like
Oh my gosh, I do it.
If you
all
don't like
the
my
time.
gift, just bring it back right now.
But you like you see, if I don't like it, this is my line of thought. If I'm going to someone else's like birthday party or whatever it is, I don't have to spend money.
Oh my god.
I just wrap it.
Oh my Sandra,
I-
you're an
But
awful
Sandra-
person.
You're an
Oh my
awful
god.
I treasure gifts so much, like however little it is. Even if actually somebody wrote me a message, whatever it is, and I literally hold on to that. Even if it's a pen, like I feel like I would rather give you something that I bought myself than something.
Well, it depends, Kira.
With me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what gift it is actually.
Let
Like,
For
me be a
me-
souvenir.
For me, no, I'm telling you these things like you have to go for so and so's baby shower, so and so's, but they're not that close to you.
Sandy's not
You
alone.
get?
Sandy's
So
not
I
alone.
wouldn't like. I have a house full of baby stuff that my kids are not using anymore. I am going to dish that stuff out for people's baby showers. I'm just going to wrap and take, wrap and take. Besides, I need the
That's
space.
different.
I
I
don't
think
have
that's
space,
different.
space in my
Different.
store.
Now
That's
that's
different.
to giving out a gift that has been gifted to you, and
No.
you don't like it, and then you give it out.
Regifting is regifting. Let's look at this these comments. I gave my sister-in-law a necklace for Christmas. The next year, she regifted it back to me. I said in a really excited voice, "Thanks, Shirley. Now we can wear our matching necklaces." She excused herself immediately.
Oh, you see?
But I mean,
That is going to be you, Sandra.
Yes.
You
one
get
day.
caught one day.
and my aunt gave me a gift that she had forgotten I had given to her the previous year. She clearly never liked it. Yeah, I know. Here it can get a bit tricky. When you start regifting, you can end up regifting to
Yes,
the person who
who gave it to
actually
you.
gifted you.
Yeah.
I think if it's in a different circle, you know, if you got it from a family member, maybe you can actually give it to a friend. I think that's okay because.
But you forget. You tend to forget who it was from. And then literally, my brother turned around one Christmas with a gift he had just got and tried to give it to me because he didn't like it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You see, Sandy, it looks bad, though. It looks bad.
Yeah, don't regift.
Don't regift.
Don't regift.
It looks bad.
Don't.
And I'm sure that.
Especially now, I'm telling you.
And now
like,
that on Friday we're going to be giving out gifts, don't regift our gifts. Just in case I end up giving, don't regift our gifts.
This is why people need to start, get the culture of asking people, what do you want? What can I get you? Or this is my budget that I'm planning on spending for a gift for you. What would you like? And also, like Kira's idea, food. You never go wrong with food. Just buy somebody a Rolex.
A Rolex?
Sarah?
That's a bit too casual.
What?
No.
Buy somebody, because there are really good Rolexes out there now. Buy somebody a Rolex.
How about those that don't
buy
eat
them
eggs?
Okay, fine. Buy them
A shakaraka. Your favorite.
a milkshake, or
people
buy
love
them a
milkshakes.
smoothie.
You know,
Yes,
cakes, a slice of cake.
that is the easiest way.
People
to
overthink things, when it comes to gifting, but the smallest things actually really, really
Yeah,
count.
for me, it doesn't really matter the size of the gift that you're giving me, as long as I receive a gift and I see that you're very intentional
You put-
about
you
it
put a thought
and very
behind it,
particular. I'll actually tell that this person took their time while choosing this specific gift for me, and this one was just like, let me get it out of the way. But you can always tell if someone actually intentionally put in their time and went looking for something that actually suits you. I would prefer someone that went out of their way to look for that specific thing, even if it costs you like, I don't know how much.
10,000.
10,000, 5K, it's okay.
Shopping on a budget. Let's look at shopping on a budget. And there are these scented candles that you can get from any supermarket, and then you can just gift one to different people.
I love
You buy a whole
candles, yeah.
packet and
Yes, and then you give them separately, and
Yes.
it's all in the wrapping.
Yes.
The wrapping says a lot. So put some time in. Get that nice wrapping paper, little boxes,
Yeah.
and then you wrap
the other
those.
people.
We
You
are
wrap
shopping on a
gifts and you
budget.
make us think that
People
what
have
is
they
in
lost
there.
their jobs, and like you can still gift. It's the thought that counts. And then we have perfumes. Yeah, you can get perfumes like these and just give them to different people. And these perfumes are also there in town, the little ones, and they measure them by different mLs.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can get that, and they're quite affordable.
Okay, Sandy.
From
And
a-
I want a perfume.
Yes.
For as low as 5,000 shillings. Yes.
Yes.
But the thing about perfume is that you have to be very careful, because some people are allergic to particular scents. And some of the perfumes that I've smelled downtown Kampala, they're really not that nice. You have to be very careful. It's better to actually know. Like now, Kira, I know the kind of cologne she uses, so I would know what to get her.
Perfume.
Perfume,
or
not
even
cologne,
perfume.
yeah.
But now, if you do not know what it is, then you might get something and the person even reacts to it.
Nanti, ask people what they want.
Yeah, Nanti.
And also you can buy makeup. I love a good lipstick, so you can get those little,
Lip lacquers, all
yeah,
those small
and then you can
lipstick.
just give to different people. And and you have given them something. It was thoughtful, and you're shopping on a budget.
Yes.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
Yes, can we also normalize giving cards? Can we bring that back? Because people don't give
It has
us
actually
cards
lost. That
anymore.
tradition has actually
Yes,
gone.
because
it
of
was.
e-cards.
I was about to say what?
No, we don't want e-cards. We want
Cards,
actual cards.
Had paper.
And you can
or-
get this from the supermarket. You get like a bunch of them.
Yes.
And they're like 10, very affordable. And with the envelopes, and then you can just
It
then
means a
buy
lot.
if you buy
That's what I'm saying. Like
individually,
even
it's
messages,
expensive.
even just a message, believe me,
Yes.
it means a lot.
But
So-
then stop sending generic messages, because there are people who send you Christmas messages and it even has the word forwarded. Now that's very annoying. You know, like those messages, then you just copy and you forward. But now, what? You mean you can't take time to even type a message out? You just send exactly like Kira sends me a message, so I forward it to Sarah, and it even shows forwarded. But I'm saying, Merry Christmas, I love you. But it's a forwarded message.
Christmas cards. People should give out Christmas cards because they now have like really fun messages on them. So I think let us not overthink the gifting thing. Sometimes it doesn't have to be, something expensive.
Yeah.
Something just from the heart.
Yeah.
Okay?
Even the message, just write the message on the card, yeah, and give to someone. Believe me, if any of you ladies, I'm not saying you should get me that, but if any of you wrote me a card, I'm gonna keep it.
Well, you had it from the ladies here on Sunrise at Sea. This was Our Views 1, and we are talking Christmas because it is Christmas at Sea all week. We are counting down to Christmas. Well, do not go anywhere, because next on, Kira is coming in with yet another interesting conversation concerning Christmas. Don't blink.